What's going on, everybody? Greg here, and let's put another shrimp on the barbie to discuss 1994's Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber was directed by Peter and Bobby Farrelly, aka the Farrelly brothers, and it stars Jim Carrey as Lloyd Christmas and Jeff Daniels as Harry Dunn. And the plot of Dumb and Dumber goes a little something like this. Two losers who have recently both been fired from their jobs, Harry being a dog groomer and Lloyd being a limo driver, set out on a trip to Aspen, Colorado to return a suitcase that belongs to Mary Swanson, a woman who Lloyd had driven to the airport who had left the suitcase on the floor of the airport by mistake. And while on this journey, our two buffoons encounter two criminals who are also trying to get this suitcase back, because little do we know that this suitcase is full of money that is being used as a ransom suitcase. So here we go. Let's talk about this amazing 1994 classic. Let's first start with the chemistry between Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey brings a world of comedy to this movie, more than Harry, but Harry is also at the same time an amazing co-star. Jeff Daniels' humor isn't quite the same as Jim Carrey's humor, as Carrey's humor is way more over the top with a lot of facial expressions, like, "I like it a lot. Man, you are one pathetic loser." No offense. But Harry's comedy is not so much facial expressions, not so much outgoing funniness, but so much more as he is such a big, goofy oaf, with examples like, "You know my parakeet Petey? His head fell off." His head fell off? Yeah, he was pretty old. But the chemistry between these two comedians are just top of the notch, hilarious. They work very well opposite of each other. I would say, like I said, Carrey's performance is way better than Harry's, but that's just because who doesn't love Jim Carrey? He's so over the top with everything that he does. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? But now let's talk about our two criminals of the movie, because they were both great as well. They were both phenomenal characters. I love them. Let's start with the girl who was played by Karen Duffy. She was adorable, in my opinion. I thought she was like an adorable little bad guy or bad girl. But she was so cute, you know what I mean? But she was also like tough and very criminalistic, but also very stereotypical bad guy who also has the rubber gloves and the leather jacket. But she played a very good woman bad person. I actually enjoyed her quite a bit. She didn't get too much screen time actually in this movie, but what she did got, I thought she was very good. I enjoyed her quite a bit. And now let's talk about the male bad guy of the movie, who was played by Mike Starr. He was a very believable thug. Like, he was also stereotypical. He also had the leather jacket, but he was very believable. He didn't seem like he was trying to be this overly crazy bad guy who's trying to slit your throat or kill you. He just seemed like he was on a mission from his boss to get this suitcase back, and he was just a bad guy. And I loved the interaction between him and Karen Duffy. That scene where they're both in the car and she looks over at Mike Starr and she's like, "The Elsa? Olive." And for the longest time, I was like, what is Dialsa? I didn't know what it meant. It wasn't until like I watched it one time with subtitles on, or I got older or something, and I realized what an ulcer was, and I was like, oh, the ulcer? And he's like, olive. And I'm like, oh, okay. Which is also funny because that's foreshadowing to a certain part in the movie where he's taking all these pain pills or this medication, whatever it was, and he keeps it in his pocket. And during that famous scene with Lloyd and Harry where they try to trick him by eating that hot pepper on his sandwich, you know, remember that one scene where Lloyd is like, "Hey, try this. This is better." And then he takes the bite of that sandwich and he's like, the pills in my pocket, the pocket. Here you go, pills. Pills are good. You son of a bitch. And they actually end up killing him by giving him rat poison instead of his ulcer pills. That's one of the most iconic scenes in this movie, and is one of the most memorable scenes when I think about Dumb and Dumber that I remember. It's just that whole middle scene right there where they kill the bad guy. And sorry if you've never seen this, spoiler warning. Yeah, they kill the bad guy. There's some death that happens in this movie. But overall, Dumb and Dumber is over the top, and it's a classic that will never ever be forgotten. It's not one of those movies that's going to get washed away through time, and it's always going to be remembered by everybody, and it's going to carry on and carry on to all of our kids and their grandchildren and their grandchildren. It's going to go down in history forever. So let's get into what I would rate Dumb and Dumber from 1994. 5 out of 5, baby. It's a classic. It's a classic, and the jokes hold up. It's a great one. I love it. It's going to be a 5 out of 5. Nothing's ever going to change the rating of Dumb and Dumber. Not even Dumb and Dumber or Dumb and Dumber 2 or whatever it's called. I don't even remember what the second one is called. Maybe it's Dumb and Dumber 2. I don't know. But this one's instantly a 5 out of 5. It will always be. And I highly suggest that if for some reason you're watching this review of Dumb and Dumber and you've never seen this movie, go see it. Thank you everybody for watching my review of 1994's Dumb and Dumber. I hope you guys love this movie and haven't seen it in a while and you go blow the dust off the top of this Blu-ray and you go and you watch it and you get just the enjoyment out of it like I get every time I watch it. So thanks again for watching. Please do me a favor, go down below, comment to this video, like it, and please share it with others. And also, if you have not done it already, please go down below, subscribe to my channel if you like the content that I'm putting out. Also, hit that little bell so you can get notified when I have a new video for you. Thanks everyone again for watching, and remember to watch a movie, man!